Hello friends, welcome back to the another video lecture of OOP1 subject. In today's video lecture, we are going to discuss about chained exception. In previous video lecture, we have discussed how we can write our own exception class. Okay, so let's start with the chain exception. We can associate a cause with the exception after the exception has been created. Means we can tell that from which cause our this exception is created. So we will chain our cause with the exception, that will be the known as the chained exception. Cause will be added to the exception. Okay, from Java 2 version 1.4 a new feature was added to the exception subsystem, that is chained exception. Chain exception allow us to associate another exception with an exception. Another exception means cause of the exception. Then the second exception describes the cause of the first exception. To allow chain exception, Java added two constructor and two methods to the class throwable. Means our superclass throwable will two constructor and two extra methods will be there. Cause exception can be set only for once. We can set it only for once. We can get our number of exceptions, but our cause exception only will be one. So init cause method can be invoked only once to set cause exception to the actual exception, that we will learn into a program. These two constructors are added, throwable init throwable cause exception, and another constructor is throwable and init. Two parameters are there. First one is string message and second one is throwable cause exception, means a object. Two methods are added. First is throwable get cause and second is throwable init cause. Get cause returns the exception that underlines the current exception. If there is no underlying exception, then returns null. If there is no exception, then it will be written null. If any exception is there, then it will return its cause. It associates second method, that is throwable init cause. It associates cause exception with the invoking exception and returns a reference to the exception, that we will learn by example. So here our chain exception class is there. In it our main method is there. In it I have a try block. In try block I have integer a is equal to 20 and integer b. In it I am getting value from the user. If b is equal 0 means user enter value is 0, then I have put an exception, that is arithmetic exception e, and in it I am passing top layer of exception. With it I am associating its cause. So for it I have written here e dot, means e is the object of arithmetic exception. With it I have called a method, that is init cause, that we have learned here init cause, and in it I am passing another exception, that is number format exception. So here I have chained two exception here. First one is arithmetic exception and another exception is number format exception. So arithmetic exception is exception and this number format exception is the cause. Okay, so this is the chained exception. Here if my arithmetic exception is occurred, then it will be handled by this catch block, and if my number format exception occurred, then it will be handled by this catch block. Okay, now I will run this program and we will see that what happens. So I have already compiled this program. Directly I will run it. So in run I will pass the array size. So here Java space chain exception space 2. So if my array size is 10, means my value of b, here I am passing the b. So my array index 0, so I am passing value, first value as 2, so b will be the 2. So in it a divided by 2 means 20 divided by 2, so it will be print as 10, division is 10. But at the runtime if pass 0, then check what happened. it says quote and top level java.lang.arithmetic exception. So if I pass 0, then it will check b is equal 0. So there will be arithmetic exception e. So e will be passed to the arithmetic exception and it will print quote at the top level. Okay, so it is printed here that quote at the top level. After it I am passing n, so it will print java.lang.arithmetic exception, and after it will print this method, that is top layer of exception. So it is printed here top layer of exception. After it we have written e.initCause method. So initCause method will return our number format exception. So it will print original cause, that is written here original cause, and after it java.lang.number format exception. Here we have written e.initCause. It will print number format exception, and after it in last it will print int cause. So this is the chain exception. Our first exception is arithmetic exception and another exception is number format exception. So this is it for chain exception. If you like this video, then like, comment and subscribe. Also share it with your friends. Thank you, friends.